Heaven I too, it's Abla. And today I just want to speak about the importance of African melanated persons that are living outside of the continent to return to the continent in these times, and speak about the importance and the reasoning behind nomadic lifestyles and our nomadic intentional community at Seagold. So I just wanted to start by saying, number one, that there is no other place to be. There's no other place to be. I know there are different environments such as like Central America, South America, the Caribbean, different environments close to the equator that can mimic the feeling and the experience of being on the continent, being in Africa. But it's not the same. It's not the same when you look at even maps and geographically. It's not the same. They're just mimicking Africa. These places have importance as well, but for us Africans, we belong in Africa. This is for all melanated persons. It's not simply those who are descendants of the transatlantic slave trade specifically. Everyone, even persons like myself whose family willingly, it's kind of like mind control, mind games that causes people to want to move into the world, but they willingly moved my family and I into the world, and then I returned onto the continent. There's no other place to be. That's what I want to say first and foremost for all of us melanated persons, all so-called black people, so-called. We need to be in Africa. We need to be on the continent. That everything is on the continent. Everything you could desire, everything you need, everything you so-called want is on the continent. Everything you don't even know you need, it's here. Your body knows what you need, and your body needs to be here. God is here, right? God is with you. God is where you are, but the way this landmass is connected to the earth is the way we black people, we melanated persons, we are connected with the highest side, right? So this is where we need to be. This is it. This is it. Not saying that Africa will not face judgment. We can't run from judgment. What I'm saying is, if you're looking for a highcation, you don't need to really look. Look at yourself and you will see that there's no other place to be but Africa on the continent. So and on the continent, just like you have seasons and things like that, it's speculated that seasons are fake in the world. So if we run with that, obviously their seasons are created because we as melanated persons, we as persons indigenous to the earth, our bodies crave and know and are intelligent to move to different environments and get whatever minerals we need, whatever nutrients we need from different places. From maybe we need to be in the desert at times, maybe we want to be in the mountains at times, maybe we need to be on the coast. We are not sedimentary. We are not just still in one place. It's good to be still at times, but movement is life, right? Circulation is life. So being nomadic is honoring and being aware of the fact and the reality that our bodies need different things at different times. So going back to the seasons thing, that's why there are seasons in the world. You have fall, winter, summer, and spring. Because that allows a person to become sedimentary, but experience that feeling of having different environments. So you may live in one place. Let's say I lived on the East Coast of the world. So I'm on the East Coast and living in one place for years, but we have summer, winter, spring, and fall. So I'm feeling like I'm experiencing different things, different foods for different seasons, different air for different seasons. It's like that. It's faking and mimicking what you have when you are living nomadically, when you're moving around and actually experience different environments, not created environments. It's like a created space. You're really in a bubble and they're switching the seasons. Have you seen, like, on television shows, sometimes they'll show like the sun rising and falling and a sped up version of summer, winter, spring, and fall, and it's like a bubble. You're in one place, but it's like a video game. They're just switching it and sliding it and sliding it. So you're getting the illusion that you are living that nomadic lifestyle that your body craves as a melanated person. So yeah, that's why we need to come out of the world, because we can live in reality and have reality. We don't need to live within that bubble, within the dome. We don't need to live within those created fallacies, those created environments. We can have reality. That's why we at Sea Gold, we are nomadic. We have bases, of course. Like I said, it's good to be still at times, which is why we have bases, and we never settle, but we are still at times when it is needed. But when it's time to move, like I said, circulation is life, movement is life. We move, and we're not afraid to move and go and get what our body needs. And once our body has had enough, we're not obsessed to be at the beach. If our body has had enough of the foods from the coast, the air at the coast, the sunlight, the vitamin D that is different at the coast, once our body has had enough, we know, and we move. We don't have to stay there. We don't need extra. That is that like colonizer mindset. Like you just want to take and take and take, even when you don't need. So we just get what we need and we move where we need. It's not like I want to be at the beach. I want to be in the mountains. Everyone has a preference, of course, but everywhere is important. I like to go where my body needs to be, where we need to be, even for spiritual reasons or for reasons of protection. We must be nomadic for safety even. Obviously, the highest I is always guiding us. But being nomadic is about need. It's not about want, and it's not about taking. It's about your own intelligence, higher intelligence, and the importance of movement and circulation. So yeah, there is no place other than Africa. Africa has every environment you can think of. I've been to places in Africa and you would think you were in like some cold mountains with these large trees. Granted, they are doing some farming of certain foreign trees that might promote that type of environment, but these environments where they do farming of things like, what are some examples, like cedar trees, teak wood, things like that, that prefer more like cooler temperate climates, they promote certain environments, right? However, that environment was already there, if you're getting me. Africa has every environment. So there are cool temperate climates, there's hot deserts, there's not deserts but almost deserts. There's the mountains, of course, rivers. You can see the beach, the Atlantic to the Indian Ocean. Granted, like I said, Africa is still facing judgment because you can visit some beaches, some coastlines that are littered with trash. So that's another video about Africa will still face judgment. However, like I said, there's no other place to be. It's Africa. It's the continent, and we all must return to the continent, and we all must not settle. We must be still in moments, but we must not settle. That's why they have that thing with the seasons. And even when you're in a season in the world and you might think, oh, fall is my favorite season, you still look forward to spring, you still look forward to summer, you still look forward to winter, because like I said, our bodies are intelligent. We need different things at different times, different minerals, different air, sunlight, not too much sunlight, maybe a little bit more sunlight. Your cells know. That's why they need you in that created environment with your seasons, because we're really nomadic. That's why we are nomadic at Sea Gold. That's why we not we just enjoy, but like I said, it's not about want, it's about need. We need movement. It's life. So yeah, see gold, our intentional growing community is a nomadic community because that's his reality. Settling is not reality. When you settle is when we can start talking about population growth, and that's how the world really came to be, is because persons started to settle. When you settle, you can, have more children. The community grows exponentially when there's settlements. And settlements turn into towns, and those turn into cities, and that's why humans have become bacteria on the earth, because you need to feed those cities, which means you need to do a whole bunch of farming and create environments, because these settlements are not what we need to do. We need our communities, and we need to be nomadic. We need to take what we need when we need it, and never too much and not too little. Always somewhere in the middle. Nkosi says that. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about today, that all melanated persons, we need to return onto the continent to escape from those created environments and move into reality. And when we move into reality, our bodies are intelligent to show us that we are nomadic, and we can experience everything. What you haven't even thought of, you will experience on the continent. Things you cannot even imagine, you will experience on the continent. Moving through the continent, I've seen things, and there aren't even words for it. The environment you see how the highest eye is mirrored in reality, and mirrored through so-called nature, and mirrored through ourselves. I don't need to look in a mirror. I don't need to look through those fake created portals of a mirror. When you look outside and you look at your environment and you see reality and you see the highest eye, you see yourself. So yes, that's what I wanted to talk about today. Always link Sea Gold community, link our nomadic tribe. Telegram, WhatsApp, links are in the description, and support, and you are welcome. Just come well. Do not be afraid. I know so many people are afraid of leaving the world. It's scary to leave that video game, but do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. So yeah. I hope everyone has a blissful day. Gara hilai grai. Ayavai.